Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a pretty unique approach to knowledge extraction.
Yeah,
Our source isn't some long policy document or, an ancient scroll.
not this time.
It's a short, raw, and I think incredibly potent piece of lyrical expression. It's a transcript from the artist Young Bro, titled Young Bro Believe and I Pray That.
It's an extraordinary document. I mean, it doesn't just describe a belief system. It really lays out a comprehensive, um, a highly disciplined battle plan for living.
A battle plan.
Yeah, if you read it carefully, you realize you have a complete organizational chart for a mindset.
Absolutely. And that's our mission today, right? To functionally trace that organizational structure. We're trying to extract the core rules of engagement, the internal hierarchy, and the operational commands for a life that's defined by this radical focus and resilience.
And it wastes no time.
No, jumps right into the deep end, immediately establishing the non-negotiables.
Right. And what stands out instantly is that the rules begin with a total and, I'd say, enthusiastic rejection of the self as the central actor.
This isn't a lifestyle built on self-improvement. It's really built on self-displacement.
Let's start with that bedrock foundation then. The primary mandate that dictates everything else.
Got
The artist states it repeatedly and so powerfully. Don't want no glory? He can glory now. He don't play that.
And that phrase, he don't play that, that tells you everything.
It suggests this isn't a suggestion. It's an enforceable rule.
It's the foundational rule of the entire framework. Any attempt to claim personal success or recognition is seen not just as like a spiritual failure, but as a direct violation of the operational guidelines.
It's like an organizational efficiency thing.
Exactly. Think of it that way.
Ugh.
If the central system handles all the glory, the individual is freed from the burden of maintaining ego or reputation,
Yeah,
which are, just tremendous energy drains.
right. And if you remove ego as the engine, you need a powerful new motivation.
You do.
And the source provides it by detailing this massive positive exchange that's already happened. He acknowledges suffering, but he says, he gave me joy for my sorrow.
And then he hits you with that rhetorical question that justifies the whole life shift. Why would I come and trade that?
And this is the moment where the whole value system gets recalibrated. The sorrow, the past suffering is quantified, and the joy that he gained is considered infinitely more valuable.
So it's a good trade.
It's the best trade. It transforms surrender from this obligation into a rational, self-serving choice in the best possible way.
Right.
Once you've made that trade, any temptation to go back to the old life is seen as trading priceless joy for valueless sorrow.
The joy is priceless.
Yeah.
But that commitment, it gets immediately tested in the real world when you're dealing with other people, specifically betrayal.
Always.
The source is brutally honest about it, saying, I've been betrayed by some people.
And this is a moment of potential system breakdown. I mean, betrayal is maybe the highest trigger for emotional waste and strategic diversion,
And the response is so counterintuitive, he declares, but I don't want no payback.
which is not the normal human response.
Not at all. And then he goes deeper. I got no bitterness, no hate in me, so why would I retaliate? And you have to ask, how does a person even get to that level of immunity to internal resentment?
Well, that's the key organizational insight, I think. It's a strategic choice. Bitterness and hate are resource sinks.
Yeah.
They waste time, they waste mental energy that could be dedicated to the mission.
So where does the ability come from?
Well, he says it's not from his own innate goodness. He credits an external force inside him, the Spirit of Christ inside me.
So this ability to eliminate the internal,
Mm-hmm.
the capacity for negativity, is in fact the highest form of discipline.
And it's achieved by external means. It's a declaration that your internal resources, your time, your focus, your energy, they're just too valuable to be wasted on settling scores or harboring hate.
Exactly. And this is where that foundation of externalized glory and internalized forgiveness allows them to transition smoothly into, well, what you called active warfare.
Right. Once the internal house is clean and free of all that emotional baggage, then you can properly assess and engage the external threats.
Which moves us into the strategic phase, the battle plan.
Yeah.
This framework is highly alert to external dangers. It explicitly identifies the opposition. Opposition coming, he's trying to take me under, he's trying to make you stumble.
And what's absolutely fascinating is how he describes the enemy's primary tactic.
It's not what you'd expect.
No, it's not described as overwhelming force or direct aggression. He specifically calls it seductive.
That is a crucial distinction. Seduction implies a subtle, attractive redirection, It's not trying to crush you.
Right.
It's trying to convince you to stumble yourself, often by appealing to the parts of you that crave what you just rejected. The glory, the comfort, the payback.
And because the threat is seductive, it requires a unique defensive posture. The source operates in this state of protection. I know that I'm covered, but that protection does not negate individual responsibility or vigilance. The individual must still got to keep that weapon on.
That's the paradox of this discipline, isn't it? You're assured of coverage, but you still have to be perpetually ready. What is that weapon in this context? Is it literal?
I don't think so. In this framework, the weapon is clearly the active spiritual discipline itself, the word, prayer, the readiness to audit yourself. It enforces the idea that protection is not passive.
It's like wearing armor, but you still have to actively scan the room.
Exactly. You still need to monitor your environment and use your tools. The moment you become complacent, the system fails.
And the source pinpoints the exact failure condition. The moment the protection is compromised.
Yeah.
He says, if I ain't fellowshipping with God, the devil's stepping up.
This is the key insight into maintaining that protected state. They aren't worried about losing blessings because they believe they're already sitting in heavenly places. Now I got these blessings on me.
So it's not about losing what you have.
No. The failure point is simply the cessation of active communication and engagement. Complacency, that slowing down of the internal relationship. That is the only strategic vulnerability.
So the danger isn't necessarily committing some huge sin. It's just stopping the disciplined routine.
Yes.
The absence of active discipline creates a vacuum that the opposition immediately fills.
Precisely. If you've already externalized glory and internalized forgiveness, the only way to get you off